Look at this one with Karine Jean-Pierre, where she's talking about the anti-Semitic protesters, all of them showing up at the White House. And she acts like, oh, well, you know what? People protest around the world. Listen to her.
A lot of videos of individuals who have been tearing down signs, many of these taking place in New York City, of Israelis presently being held hostage in Gaza. There have been some tense confrontations that have taken place there. Is the White House's view that these actions should be condemned, the pulling down of them, or that that's a form of peaceful protest?
Look,
Very good question. If it was MAGA Republicans, oh my goodness, these white supremacists, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing, everybody. White supremacists are attacking the White House. This is unacceptable. Just like, remember when Antifa was attacking the Supreme Court justices? Oh, that's just peaceful protesting. Let's hear what she has to say here.
I've sort of kind of seen the reporting here and there. I think it was from last week,
There's
right?
been like 30 million videos that got around.
No, I know, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going.
Is that peaceful protest to pull that down, or should you not be doing
I'm just
that?
not going to go into specifics on that particular thing. What I can say, there are real violent protests and threats that are happening right now, and
Okay, so let's address the one that's happening at the White House. Again, here it is. You have Antifa joining with the Hamas Palestinian terror supporters, and she doesn't address them, but she's talking about everybody else. White supremacists. It has to be white supremacists.
Our administration officials are aware of these reports, which are deeply concerning, and that is something that we're focused on.
She's focused on it. Really?
You know what?
How many of y'all think that she's actually focused on it?
This is ridiculous. You know, they had pro-Hamas people outside banging, causing graffiti, vandalism everywhere. And then today, there was a shooter, right? I have an article. There was a shooter. A police arrest a man armed with a AR-15 near the Capitol. It was close to the Senate building. And guess what, Will? They're not reporting it very well because you know why?
It doesn't fit the narrative.
That's why.
Doesn't
He's
fit
black.
the narrative. Oh, wait a minute. Is he black?
He's black.
And if he was white, it would be all over the news. Look at this, everybody. How disgusting is this, right?
Yeah.
The government state media, you know, I just heard Jeremy call them dinosaur media, but it's actually the government state. I mean, they are the dinosaur media too, right? But it's the government state media because the government tells them what to report on. And because this right here goes against the narrative, they have nothing to say.
You know what? She's the most, I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to say that, oh, that's in this department's hands. That's in that department's hands. She's the most non-comment press secretary I've ever seen in my life.
100%. Well, you know what? She's always deflecting.
Deflecting, pandering, not being transparent, really not being truthful. Let's be honest.
None of them are truthful. None of them are truthful. Okay. Let me go to this next one here because, again, like I said, I got these real time and I wanted to show everybody. And I didn't even get the chance to watch all of these all the way through. I was like, I just listened to a little bit, get it. Let's show it. Let's share it. Listen to this one with Karine Jean-Pierre being a complete idiot that she is, and they're still talking about the protesters. And, you know, at least the press today is asking questions. At least they're asking questions. Because, you know, every time they ask questions that she needs to answer to, she gets highly irritated. Answer the question. Remember, everybody, she's the one that wakes up at 4:30 every single morning looking at the news so she can be prepared for when she go out here to do her job. But she's never doing her job. Listen.
Vandalism that we saw take place outside the White House. Is the president concerned? Is the White House concerned that these protesters, in this case vandals, could get so close to the White House that they could vandalize it, that they could get their hands on the gates outside of the White House?
I would have to refer you to the Secret Service on that and the Park Police for questions about the way the protest was handled.
Is the president comfortable with the way it was handled?
I would have to tell you to refer you to Secret Service. That is their focus. That is their job, and so I would refer you there.
Does the president think it's
wait a minute. Is he asking? Is he asking her what is the procedure? What is the policy? What is the job of the Secret Service? Or is he asking her the view of the White House with all of this protest that's taking place? Which one is it? Help me out. Help me out. She's such a bubbling idiot. Listen.
About the way the protest was handled.
Is the president comfortable with the way it was handled?
I would have to tell you to refer you to Secret Service. That is their focus. That is their job, and so I would refer you there.
Does the president think it's appropriate for people to put red bloodstained hands on the outside of the White House?
Obviously not. Obviously not.
Oh, really? Obviously not. Well, can Joe Biden go say something about it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because he doesn't want to tick off the left any more than he already has. And I've explained this so many times, and I got to explain it one more time for everyone that completely missed it. Listen to this. You have Joe Biden helping Israel. And there's only one reason why he's helping Israel. Does anyone know the answer to that? Does anybody know the answer to that? I've already put it out there. This is like a pop quiz. You already know the answer. Because of money. They want the Jewish community to continue to pour money into the Democrat Party. And long as that's happening, Joe Biden and some of the Democrats will act like they're for Israel. Keep bringing the money and we got you, we got you. But soon as the money dry up from the Jewish community to the Democrat Party, they're going to say you're out high and dry. We're going to leave you out there. We don't care about you anymore. I'm telling you right now, hear me now, believe me later on. Now, here's another one. I just saw this one. This is with Cori Bush. How many of y'all think that there's a genocide going on with the Israelis going into the Gaza Strip? I'm going to tell you, if there's a genocide going on in the Gaza Strip, I got Moonland, beachfront, beautiful view of the earth for you right now. Dirt cheap. Send me a message, and I'll tell you how much you can get a plot for on the moon. I mean, it's a beautiful location for you. Listen to this.
St. Louis and I rise today in opposition to this central resolution, and also in opposition to the reckless manner that people in this house speak when they don't realize or don't care that they put targets on the backs of actual people, most of whom are black and brown, because of a lack of care and a lack of understanding and a lack of seeing the humanity of folks who look like Rashida Tlaib.
Oh, come on. Give me a stinking break. Really? Is she talking about white Democrats? Because in this country, the United States of America, the only people that ever attacked black people, hung black people from trees and et cetera, like Christmas ornaments, were white Democrats. Only white Democrats attacked black people, not white Republicans.
Outrageous that my colleagues are blatantly attempting to silence the only Palestinian American representative right here. It's outrageous, but it's not surprising. And let me tell you, it's not surprising because this place is where 1,700 members of Congress, this elected body, enslaved black people. It's not surprising because they thought it was right. It's not surprising because this is a place where members continue to claim that the insurrection on the Capitol just appeared to look like a normal tourist visit.
Wait a minute, she got her absolutely laugh. I mean, like it's a tourism. I mean, look at this. And then you got Rashida Tlaib sitting right behind her, and Rashida Tlaib just did an insurrection on the Capitol, and they're all trying to give that a pass. You have Fire Marshal Bowman literally talking about the economy, blaming the Republicans for the economy Joe Biden created. These people have lost their everlasting minds. You talk about people that is infected with a demonic spirit. This is it right here, everybody. Front and center, right here.
Surprising, because this is the place where our black and brown staff members repeatedly speak of experiencing racism and sexism, Islamophobia, get pushed off of elevators, xenophobia, and more right here in this workplace. This is the place. And let me say this. She mourns for the 1,400 Israelis.
The gentlelady's time has expired.
She mourns for the 10,000, and she will not stop. No more.
Time has expired.
Ceasefire now. And she takes the death threats that you all sent that they.
The gentlelady is no longer recognized. The gentleman from Maryland.
To her, the desire to save lives is greater.
Gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
That's what I said.
Wow, the drama.
We'll reserve. There's no
gentleman
here.
from Maryland reserves. The gentleman from Georgia is recognized.
Her moment of
Mr. Speaker.
I mean, she's on there literally screaming like she's highly concerned because Rashida Tlaib possibly is about to be censored, and she should be.
Yeah. So
she absolutely should be.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.